The axe is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this, the axe.
A special balloon.
I feel like a steak would be a lot more fun, you know, like to actually get to stake somebody in the heart.
A boomerang.
A boomerang.
Because they're so far away. See what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you
get them while they're back.
Yeah, get them back. I don't want to. You're too close.
Pen.
Yeah,
Why?
the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah.
But sometimes the sword is necessary, right? So, I think in the spirit of this movie, you have to go with an axe that has a gun built into it.
I'm going to be sending in the stuntman while I have a nice cup of tea.
I think a good leader leads by example. So you have to be there on the front lines.
You know, it'd be smarter to command from the White House, but this is my problem, is I want to fight. So that's the conflict, I think. I think I would end up fighting, I think, you know, against, you know, the advice of my peers and my cabinet. I'd have to do it.
If it was really about the liberty of our country, we would totally be there.
I would, yep.
Okay.
From Jamaica.
Skyping in.
Skyping. How's it going? We winning?
I always get a bit worried about what I do in times of need. Leg it in the opposite direction.
Kill them with the axe.
Abraham Lincoln.
I like Van Helsing, not the film.
I'm debating between Tom Cruise, Kirsten Dunst, or Brad Pitt in Interview with the Vampire, because they're all very pretty.
My favorite vampire movie of all time is Lost Boys.
Sure.
And I think those vampires are like the quintessential guy vampires.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the makeup. It was just a bunch of cool dudes like, we're going to eat some people today.
Yeah.
You know?
The practicality of the vampire lifestyle.
That's what we do. You know, we drive motorcycles and we eat people.
I use a lot of hair gel.
A lot of hair.
Who looks like juiciest?
Breast size.
Well, in our movie, it's largely based on hunger, isn't it?
They prey on the weak. I mean, I think they always, you know, when you look at vampires and things of that genre, it's all about people who are willing to make themselves acceptable to being a victim. So you have a guy in the alley with a woman trying to take advantage of her. So he's put himself in a vulnerable position. You have a guy who's, you know, in some way, shape, or form has put himself in a way where he can be bit. As opposed to the dude who's at work like, I'm not leaving early, I'm gonna get some work done. You know?
He's probably fine.
That dude's fine for him.
His blood's sour anyway. But also, in this movie, Timur's expanded the vampire mythos, which is that being bitten doesn't necessarily turn you into a vampire. If your soul is pure, you just end up dead.
Right.
So I think they probably bite a lot of pure people.
Yeah.
So they don't have just millions of vampires running around.
Reuniting a nation that was tearing itself apart and saving the Union.
Unifying the country would probably be up there.
Marrying Mary Todd Lincoln. She was a pretty good catch.
Lincoln, yeah. And not just saying that because of the movie, but for 2 years now, I've done nothing but think about, read about, study this man, and the more that I study him, the more I, you know, respect him and sort of fall in love with the real achievements, the real life story.
Abraham Lincoln, honestly, you know, my whole life, you know, and I think most kids really kind of gravitate towards him as, you know, Honest Abe, and, you know, there's a lot to love about him. But I'm a big Obama supporter as well. I'm really, you know, I'm proud and excited for what could possibly come in the future. So, yeah.
I barely have an ego as myself, much less a whole other one.
The vampire hunter name is just your name.
Marilyn once said vampire hunter. Slayer? Change it up a little bit.
Jonathan.
Not only vampires live forever.